We're going to learn how to make these 4 soaps using the Do-It-Self Holiday Soap Making Kit. First, what you'll need, of course, is the kit, available for purchase on doitself.com and in my Etsy shop. You will also need a microwave, a large knife, a pot holder, and some microwavable cups. Start by unfolding the parchment paper and covering your workspace. Then unwrap the clear soap, divide it into 5 equal parts. Take one of the sections and cut it into small cubes and place in your microwavable container. Microwave for 10 seconds at a time until the soap melts. Careful not to overheat. Use your pot holder to remove your container from the microwave. Spritz with alcohol to remove any bubbles. Use a pipette to add 5 drops of the essential oil of your choice. Stir with a wood craft stick. And this little weird film that gets created on top just kind of gathered up and push it to the side.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Spray with isopropyl alcohol. Next, we'll prep for the mini pine cone soap. Tear a few little pieces off and set aside. Then spray all the pine cones with lots of alcohol. Place them roughly where you want them in one of the rectangular soap molds. Spray your soap base one more time with alcohol. Then pour your soap base over the pine cones. Pouring over a wood craft stick like this makes it so the pine cones don't move as much, but you have about a minute to kind of move them around to the spot that you want them in. Let it sit for a few minutes and then spray your little pieces that you set aside and sprinkle on the top. If you don't wait long enough, then they will sink. And as always, spray with alcohol. Let this sit for about 20 minutes, 30 to 45 to be safe. Then take your white soap base, cut it into 3 equal parts. Cut one of the parts into small cubes. Microwave for 10-second bursts. Careful not to overheat. Spritz with alcohol. Add your essential oil. Stir with your wood craft stick and pour. This is what happens if you overfill, and it's really hard to get it out of the mold if you do this, so try not to overfill. Now for the loofah berry soap, you're going to use 2 sections of the clear soap. Cut into small cubes, microwave for 10-second bursts. Then take the berries and shape them however you'd like. Mix it in with the loofah. Spray everything with alcohol and place into the round mold. You might have to squeeze the loofah a little bit to make it fit. Take your melted soap base, pour it in. Just tap it a little bit to get the bubbles out. The snowman soap is going to follow the same procedure as for the pinecone soap, except you're going to really get this guy wet with alcohol first. It's got a lot of air in him and a lot of bubbles will form if you don't get him totally soaked. Then pour the melted soap base over him, spray with alcohol, wait 30 to 45 minutes. Then for the second layer, it's the same procedure, but add activated charcoal, a scoop at a time until you get to the desired darkness. Then spray with alcohol and pour, and spray again. Now for the character soap. These guys are cool because they start out kind of small, and if you put them in water, after 2 days, they grow to this size. The procedure is the same as the pinecone soap, but for the second layer, you're going to add poppy seeds to the white soap base. Allow each soap to harden on the counter for 2 to 3 hours before you try to remove them. Here we are with the reveal. If you overfill the molds, they're pretty hard to remove, as you'll see on this next soap. You're supposed to be able to just kind of peel it from the sides and then push from the bottom and they'll pop right out, but I had to enlist the help of a friend to get this out off camera. Shout out to my friend's family that let me film in their kitchen. Thanks, guys. This one was overfilled too, but I took it out off camera. I overfilled this one too. You'd think I'd learn by now. And if you're making these soaps to give away as a gift, I'd recommend keeping them in the molds and not popping them out and just putting the lid on and giving it as a gift. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me, Kristen at doitself.com. Stay tuned for my next kit, which will be Valentine's soaps.
Ain't nobody got time for that.